Hello, welcome to Lasse Food and Barbecue. Today I'm going to make something I've never made before. This is actually a request by one of my subscribers, and she kindly also provided me with the recipe. It's Guiso de pollo, or chicken stew, authentic Mexican chicken stew. So I'm going to follow this to the letter and I'll show you as we go along how to make this. Okay, first off we have some chicken. I'm going to brown that. I'll show you as I go along. For the stew we need carrots, potatoes, some stock, bay leaves, some onion, some minced garlic, some cilantro, some tomato, and the recipe calls for jalapenos, but I couldn't find that, so that's just red chili. And then we're going to make some rice, Mexican rice. So we need rice, red onions, and the recipe said, well, use chopped up vegetables or frozen vegetable mix. So I'm going to be using frozen peas, some fresh bell pepper, some corn, and then we're going to use half a red of onion, some garlic, and some tomatoes. Okay, let's cook. So we're going to start off by adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the pan, and then I'm going to add about half of this chicken. What I did was I used 1 whole chicken, and then I used 4 chicken thighs with drumstick, just to make a little bit more. I did de-skin the chicken, and I also cut the breast to parts after deboning it. This is going to make a lot of noise. Let me brown. Okay, so it's time to add the onion to this. I'm gonna let that go for a minute or two before adding the garlic. Just gonna saute this down a little bit. Okay, so I think it's starting to look great. So I'm gonna add the carrots. And then I'm gonna drain off. I've been keeping the potatoes in water just to keep them from browning, and I'm just gonna save that water because I'm gonna need some water. Adding the potatoes, that's 5 peeled and chopped potatoes. Then I'm gonna add the peppers, or chili, the chili. We're just gonna cook this for a couple of minutes to brown it up a little bit. Okay, so this has been on for about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna add the chicken back to this. And then we're gonna add, this is gonna be a full pot. I'm gonna add this cilantro. Gonna add the tomatoes, 1 can of finely crushed tomatoes. I've got 2 chicken stock cubes. That might not be enough. That's enough for 1/4 water. So I'm just gonna see how much water I use. Then I have 4 bay leaves, something like so. I'm gonna start off by using the potato water. I think that's gonna be pretty good. Trying to get it all in there. And now we're going to cover this up with water. Yeah, I think I'm using just about 1 quart. Gonna leave a little bit to the edge so that it could boil, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil and then leave it for a simmer. And while that's simmering, we're gonna make the rice. Okay, so I moved the chicken over to the side, and then I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil into this pan. And in that, we're gonna fry the rice until it starts toasting. I don't think that was enough. I'm gonna add a little bit more. As you can see, they're starting to turn now. So We're gonna start off by adding the onions and the garlic. Just give that a quick stir. Again, need a little bit more oil. You can add that as you go along. Now we're gonna add the tomatoes. Spend about 1 minute. Keep stirring. Okay, so this has been frying for a minute or two. Now we're going to add the rest of the vegetables. We're going to add some corn, the peas and the bell pepper and the stock cube. I'm going to break that up into pieces. And then we're going to add water to cover it. And there we go. So we're going to leave this to cook for, I guess, 20 minutes or so. I'm going to put the lid on and I'll meet you back in a bit. Those of you with a keen eye might see that I've actually switched to my wok for this because the other one was just a little bit too small. It was almost boiling over. This is cooking along nicely. It's only been like 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. So I added 1 cup of water to this. This is actually looking done. I'm going to turn this off and then we're going to check the chicken. Okay, so this is looking good. I temped the chicken. It's like 190 or something. And I tested the potatoes and they are tender. So I'm just going to use this little pan, heat it up and then heat up some tortillas and it's time to serve this. Okay, so well, this calls for corn tortillas and I forgot to buy that and I'm too lazy to make my own, so I'm actually going to use bacon jerk taco tortillas, coconut pepper. I hope this. So this is very simple. You just have a hot pan and you put them on there and leave them on until they get warm. Okay, so this is starting to bulb, so time to turn it. It kind of swells up. Just gonna put it on there like that, and then I'm gonna move it to a plate covered by a towel, just so that we all can have warm ones. Okay, so we're gonna start off by putting a little bit of rice in the bottom here. Something like so. And then we're gonna add a piece of chicken or 2, a little bit of breast. Of course I like the drumsticks, so I'm gonna have one of them. We're gonna need a little bit of the vegetables in here. This is harder than you could think. And I think I need a piece of chicken on top of that. I'm gonna take a wing. And a little bit of sauce, just like so. And then we're gonna have a couple of tortillas with that. Okay, let's taste this. There we go, Guiso de pollo. Let's try this. If I said it wrong, correct me. Starting off with the rice, it's very nice, very flavorful. I think the sauce from the chicken is all around, so let's try the chicken. That's very, very nice. I really like that. And then a little bit of bread, and the sauce as well. Yeah. Next time I'll make my own. Thank you for watching. And thank you goes to Mary from Arkansas. Thank you for sending me the recipe. Bye.